going on, everybody? It's your boy Don Illuminati, back with another video. So, shall I say we in the building, or should I say I'm in the building? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm in the building right now. I don't know what y'all doing. Y'all creeping up, you rolling out, as you stand. You rolling or you stand. Sit your ass down. Say, no, let me stop. Hey, yo. For real. Come back. Bring it back. Slow it down. Real rap, nigga. All right? So what I'm here to do today, I just wanted to talk about evolution. Is we evolving as people or we're not evolving as people? Before I get started though, I think we need to go ahead and kick the music on. Shall we? Yeah. I think that's a lot better. Yeah. It's drill time. You already know what it is, dog. Get out your bag and get ready for drill time. Because it's time to do drills, bro. I'm a soldier. Real soldiers do real things, man. And one of them things is drills. Y'all want to talk about drill rap? Listen in the background. You see what I made for y'all? Because we really got drills. Sometimes it ain't nothing but a mission. Sometimes it's nothing but preparation. But whatever it is, you need to be exercising that. Because these are the days where the drills. See, the word real is already in drill. You just put a D to it. So is you D to being real? Because if you is, then we got a drill. See what I'm saying? I love doing that. By the way. You know what I'm saying? It's just a part of me. Anyway, very metaphoric. Let's get to it though. Is we talking about evolution, right? All right. So people think that they're evolving because we got technology. You got Donald Trump spending $500 billion on this project or whatever, right? But they ain't really going to do nothing for us, right? Because everything is going to robotics from here. Robotics don't respect morality. It doesn't respect, because it doesn't understand it. How's it going to respect something that it doesn't understand, right? Okay. So that's all I'm saying. This technological future that we're trying to put in place as human beings right now, they think it's going to work for us because they're trying to use robots to evolve the world. Evolution, technology, finance, this, that, and the third. Listen, the Bible's trying to get us to get back to the way of living, the way the Most High wanted us to live, bro. Kind of almost like you said, like in the wilderness. Compared to this world that they want us living in, to what the Most High had us living in, that kind of is the wilderness. I don't want this shit. I don't want none of this shit to evolve, dog. I want all this shit to burn before they bring out new evolution of technology, dog. Y'all niggas ain't even on VR. Y'all going, I'm telling you, I got VR right now, bro. I go upstairs and there's literally nobody to play with. Y'all niggas don't even got it, bro. I'll be like, I thought this is what we wanted, remember? Because for us, futuristically, that's what was evolution. That's something that could evolve. VR is out. It's been out for years. Y'all niggas ain't even get down with it, bro. I love it. But for me, I think that's as far as evolution I'm willing to go. Because as a child, I always fantasize things like that as evolution. Now we got that, and y'all so far past that certain things like that is born. It's not even heard of for the most part, right? Oculus Quest, I got the 2. I know 3 is out, right? But people ain't even on that. To me, that's high-tech evolution. Y'all niggas is waiting for robots to come out. Y'all know what these robots gonna do? Well, I've been telling y'all in my songs, I've been showing y'all in my videos through the years. How do I seem to be connected with so much of this information? It ain't nothing online, bro. I done had dreams that I believe in because I know these dreams are real. I've been really with these people from the future, dog. These motherfuckers is real, all right? I don't care what y'all say. The people I talk to, when these eyes shut, they got real consciences about themselves. More conscience than you people on this earth be having. And they know more about what we're going through right now than I knew and y'all know. And then I wake up, I get on Google, I search all the information. Shit be right there, cuz. So I don't know what the y'all be talking about. But I've been listening to some figures, real people, that's from my dreams. They know real things, they say real shit, and it's like they're real people. So I've been listening to them for a very long time. And you know what? They've been more on point about the things that's going on in the world that we live in now than any of you motherfuckers that I ever heard, bro. Where you think I've been getting all my information from? Why you think I chose to believe it, cuz? I don't got a choice what to believe in, because these people have been around for years now, over 2 decades. It's not, the Most High speaks to me too, right? The Lord knows I ain't lying when I tell y'all, I don't know where he been putting me, bro. But when he putting me out there and I be having these, sometimes it's a series of dreams, but sometimes I be meeting people in these places, dog. This is all orchestrated by God. I'm telling you, bro. Why would he be putting me in the midst of that if this, I'm getting information, bro. And a lot of these things line up with scriptures. And these people know what's happening. See, it be at that particular time. It's like already went through the apocalypse, but not with y'all. Not with nobody that's from here. But it's gonna happen. But think about, you know when they say that the universe, it's like quantum theory or something like that, one of those things. Where there's multiple universes existing at one time. So imagine there's an apocalypse going on at the same time. But when you got an apocalypse with multiple universes existing at the same time, we're just in one universe. Say there's another realm of things going on. What's happening there too? Because I've been to several apocalypses. Strangely, the category of people are different. That's why I spoke about vampires before. Because apparently, maybe it's just in the dream world. I don't know. But they have their own apocalypse going on. And there's evil vampires and apparently good ones. Or ones that believe in Christ and God and the same that we know. Jesus and everything. And they know him. And they're serving their apocalypse. And their demons are running rampant in their world. Right? This is just, listen, bro. I'm just trying to keep it 1,000 with you about my dreams. Now, this has been the dreams I've been having. Why, when I have these dreams and I'm in these other apocalypse events in these different realms, why they know so much about what's going on in our world, and they're explaining to me what's going on in their world, and then they're recalculating it to giving me info on how to deal with things in my world, as if I'm living in my world, in their world, but they're talking to me as if I'm in my world, but they know that I'm in their world. You look, bro, I'm just keeping it 1,000 with y'all, bro. So I don't know what it is about these called vampires or whatever, right? And I know, don't think that I'm going off field, but I'm talking about, it's just a dream, okay? We all have several dreams. But why is it that back in the day when I used to have dreams, people in my dreams were just people in my dreams? These ain't really dreams anymore, bro. This ain't dreams. It's like I'm going from one world or one realm to another realm. Because these people, I don't give a what you talking about. I don't care where we at. Whenever they got a conscience, my nigga, they real. Period. They're talking to me consciously about things in our world, things that I don't even know yet, till I wake up and go confirm what they're saying. And they do it as if they know that I'm going to do it. Right? They have not lied to me once. Right? Okay. Well, then how do they know the information? How do they know? Are these people made up in my head? It can't be. Even if they was. How do they know? Right? Because I come through, I pull up ish, I researched it. Shit, check out. So is it a figment of my imagination that's telling the truth? Or am I really somewhere in another realm and they still telling the truth? Regardless of the fact of the matter, right? I've been experiencing this for decades now. To the point I already been believing it for decades. Because they've been right for decades, right? See, it's y'all that don't experience those things. That's why the most clever thing that I could do, one of the most clever things that I've done, is come up with this channel called Cloning Cloaks. And I don't really want to explain that too much. But it's all there. I don't know what we are. Are we clones? Are we cloaks? I know how it's going to happen when the Spirit of Christ falls on his people that he chose to put it on. There's your cloning cloaks right there. Because he took his spirit and when he giving it to multiple people and making them the same thing, making them him. He's cloning himself, but in different bodies, different hosts. Those are just a cloak, right? So you got clones, the Holy Spirit of Christ himself, right? The day of Christ is coming. But y'all don't know what it is. Y'all think that it's called the rapture and Jesus Christ coming to take y'all niggas back to heaven, right? No. This is going to be a day of cloning cloaks, nigga. Christ himself is going to clone himself into many hosts. Remember? Lord of hosts. He's the Lord of hosts. Well, how many hosts? Well, however many he chooses. So when he speaks to them Lord of hosts, as I've been talking to you about, look, man, I ain't nothing but a prodigy. I'm just a servant of the real Most High. Because I don't know who y'all think the real Most High is. But the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and God, the Father himself, well, it's the Holy Spirit himself, which is Christ, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, the Almighty Father, the Creator, the beginning and the end. But see, a lot of y'all still don't want to respect that because y'all still idolizing God. Y'all turn God into an idol somehow, right? And this is how you get all your own beliefs and stuff like that, because you were never in tune with the Spirit, right? Spirit got me talking right now. Spirit just poured into me, right? Took over the whole conversation. Now he want to talk. He want to say what he want to say, right? Because this is what he do when he gets his hosts. He starts utilizing them. And he'll cut in and butt in and do whatever he want whenever he feel like it when he wants to, right? So what he's done is, for me, is utilize me like a utensil, right? Just a tool to get the job done. Now, I'm a big spoon to many, and for some, you may think that I'm a small portion because you don't understand what I'm speaking of. Right now, I'm speaking for Christ, right? When I got on here, I said, we live in Babylon, in the Babylonian system, to the ones who say they want it, right? Right. And he gonna give it to them. Because he's showing them clearly where it's all going. And they still want to go there with him. They still want to put their faith, let's say, in Trump. I'm hearing the terminologies they talking about. And you talking about this dominant energy and all this, that, and the third. Y'all better screw your heads on, because this ain't got just nothing to do with oil, bruh. You better listen to the words. They're talking about dominant energy, but how you getting dominant energy out of control? Did you really need to utilize the word dominant? Who dominate what when it comes to energy? They said all forms of energy. Nah, it ain't all forms of energy. Because you can't dominate this one, cuzzo. We talking about oil dominating energy? Which one we talking about here? Because y'all purely got your Holly investments in the AI. You got all this money talking about tariffs and steel and metal and all this. But you know, here you talking about dominant energy. What dominant energy? You talking about them punk ass robots that I've been trying to show the people? that y'all using as your army, because you got an army that ain't strong enough for the people. They ain't strong enough for us. That's what their problem is. So you think you're going to create a device that can shoot the apple stem off a target a quarter mile away in 0.2 seconds? You need more than energy to complete the task you're going for here, cuz y'all still don't know who you up against. And I'm gonna destroy all those robots. You understand me? With my team. And we gonna see where AI got versus us. I'm just keeping it 1,000 with y'all, because y'all gonna really understand why the Lord chooses certain people to clone his spirit to, because he want to do some things, and it come with all destruction. And he just destroying all them robots and all that, right? Any alienistic figure that you could think of, any demon, any robot, a piece of inanimate object, and once was inanimate, shall always be inanimate, which means it has no power, no authority. You roll those fucking robots out here, we're going to destroy everything that even operates it. Everything that operates them. They'll be my robots at the end of the day. You feel me? Oh, it's possible. You don't... Phantom. Quantum theory. And then you got Anonymous. Remember them? The exclusive, high-tech, hijacking hackers. And I've been to school and I learned everything about everything. I'm an engineer, by the way. So I understand the world. Even though I don't work in it, but the same thing that they're working towards, I work towards. Because in evolution as well, you get the word revolution, you get evolution out of revolution. What are you trying to evolve on my planet? Because that ain't evolution when it comes to dealing with human beings. We the ones supposed to be evolving. You thought you was gonna make something out of her that's better than us? Well, we finna shut that shit down. But remember, y'all want Babylon. Y'all want technology. Y'all want evolution. They didn't decide to evolve y'all. They wanted to spin you backwards traditionally and morally. I ain't with tradition either. It doesn't matter. The Lord Most High, he doesn't agree with tradition. It doesn't give you the room for evolution. See, if you stay traditional, it makes no room for change. God loves, see, the Spirit of God, just the Holy Creator, he loves to recreate. That's what y'all don't know. That's something that he just happened to let me know. He loves to recreate. Why do you think that people could get saved? Because he sees their whole life heading one way. Then he places his spirit in them and he recreates their whole life. That's one of the best things that he's created, was life. So him seeing a recreation of life is amazing for him. It's awesome, and y'all don't understand, but that's what he loves to do. So not only that's, I don't know how deep it gets, but I see why. Not only he's just being so merciful, because he's given a chance for people to allow him to recreate them. Because when he's recreating them, he becomes a part of that creation, the recreation. And he loves that more than the creation. Oh, you don't think so? Why he getting ready to destroy this earth then? Didn't he create it? Oh, you say, okay, well, you think that, oh, well, he said that the world would end up if we would destroy it ourselves. And no, nigga, he said that Satan was going to gather from the four corners of the earth and go against the Father. And the Father, God, was going to rain fire down on them, destroying everything. So he allowed the Father to destroy everything. And remember, you also got the god of Shiva. I don't know if y'all understand what that is, but that's the same god CERN has outside of their building. Do y'all know who Shiva is? Oh, that's an evil entity. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. The Most High created that god. The Most High did. It didn't create itself. And you know what he created it for? To destroy things. That's the god of destruction. You didn't know it? Well, who would make a god of destruction? Well, the same God that loves to recreate things, but you don't know. But in order for him to recreate, he must demolish. He must destroy it. Lord, if you already told me, so if I'm lying, let him strike me down right now. What do you want me to tell y'all, right? All right. So he made gods like Shiva to do the dirty work. Y'all just say, oh my gosh, it's an evil entity, da 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 da. Yeah, don't you go worshiping that guy, but don't you also go worshiping another person, nor mother, father, sister, brother, that you should love more than him, or you're not worthy of him, nor any other God, even if he created, that you worship, that you make God in your life, that you make priority, you make number one, right? So I'm getting you to understand certain things here. Y'all niggas think y'all involving something? You're involving nothing. He controls all the energy, my nigga. All the antimatter, every piece of it is him. I know y'all like to see me get turned up like this. When we bringing that real ebonics. We talking about evolution and electronics. You know what I'm saying? And I'm embodying that whole form to speak to you with it. So it's ebonics. You feel me? Because like I said earlier, that's what I do. Metaphorize things metaphorically, and I put them in a perspective in a way that you can see them. So I paint the picture up, right? Bringing in information that has already been supplied, that you can already see, right? It's already factual knowledge, and I'll tie it in with how the Most High operates. I ain't really got to give you scripture. By now, we should all know how much and how the Lord operates, right? So he allowed me to know that all of this energy here, whether it's good energy or bad energy, he's the host of it. You guys, well, yeah, he's the host of it, and you guys are just utilizing all of it. Even people who get out there and do witchcraft. Well, what God would they be praying to that he didn't create? See, these things were already created before we got here. Y'all didn't know y'all wasn't supposed to tamper with none of that ish. You understand what I'm saying? Those things wasn't created in the form of light before he made us, because he made us after he said, let there be light. But y'all think that he made everything after he said, let there be light? When he obviously got shit that operate in darkness? Who the created that? Nigga, the shit that was already there before he said, let there be light. Then who created that? The same person, man. Y'all just don't know how I operate. That ain't supposed to be none of your business, but a lot of y'all try to make it your business, and you get caught in the wrong end of the stick, and then you sit there and try to figure out why. Well, he ain't make you for all that. He ain't make you to be operating in darkness. He didn't make you to operate in darkness. We live by the light, for goodness sakes. So anybody who want to perpetrate their way of living and walk in darkness and consume the energy of darkness, well, in this form of body, in this form of light, genetically, DNA, program-wise, you die. I don't give a damn what y'all think is flesh walking around. Flesh ain't nothing but tissue, bro. You could be brain dead for years and your body could still sneeze, cough, and shit. And eat. You feed it forcefully. There's a strange entities forcefully moving these limbs out here. Because that's all they are. DNA-wise, genetic-wise, 93% of your DNA and your genetic makeup is made up of light. Okay? That's your spirit. Right? That's who you are. Genetically, you're just using the rest of the body as a host. You are your DNA. You are your genetics. And that's operated by energy alone. 7% of tissue, which is transferable, transitional, that connects you to this body. Only 7% of that connects you to this body. So for majority of it, 93% of your body, of who you think you are, made up genetically, is formed by light. That's why when you make a change to walk out of darkness, from darkness, and walk into the light, you'll even see physical changes. You think that's just aura. That ain't just aura, my nigga. That's physical change as well. Like the Bible said, be renewed, be transformed by the renewing of the mind. That's not just your spirit, cuz it's your whole body. It's not just your body, but that's the thing that even operates around your body. If you can really be in touch with your body, that you think you are, if you were really in touch with your body, you'd be able to walk on water, because your body's made up of elements. If you can control your body, that means you can control your elements. But you ain't really in control like you think you are. Because if you was, like I said, you could control elements. This body is just here to control the element of. The element's made up of everything that elements is made up of. Fire, air, water. And that fire is electricity, right? Because that's another element that people, I don't know if they discovered it as one or not, but that's also something that can be controlled. Electricity, and I think that's one of the biggest things that they missing out there when they talk about fire, air, water, and all this other stuff. Electricity is one of the highest forms of energy. Yeah, because in that, you can create things and get out things like water, fire, air, all that stuff, right? Because the first thing that happened in the universe, which they call the Big Bang Theory, it was I want to say a sound. First thing was sound. And that sound came from the Most High saying, let there be light. And everything shook through vibration. Because imagine being in a big place where there's nothing that exists. You say something lightly and it echoes loudly, to the point that if anything that was inside of any of that, particles, anything, vibration, shape, combustion, boom, the wave is so strong, powerful, because there's nothing there. So if you speak anything there, the vibration, it causes what you would call a Big Bang. And it would unleash all the particles. And it would show the form of how value his word is, how value his energy is. See, in the beginning was the word, and the word was with God, and the word was God. So when that word that he spoke was out of energy, frequency, created everything you can see and touch. As a lot of people believe that that's God, and it is, because of vibration. That means many particles come together and even created us. Everything. Without any of these things, we wouldn't be able to live. Even if we were living on a different type of earth, we wouldn't be able to live. If we lived on an earth that was only made up of 10% water, we wouldn't be able to live. We need that moisture for our environment, or trees, or grass. Certain things you just can't take out or replace. So we need the type of environment that was just all a part of the particles is the reason why we're able to live, right? The sun also came with that, right? Let there be light. Before the sun, in the sunlight, okay. So if God said let there be light, then let there be sun. Isn't the moon light? Okay, let there be moon. Isn't the stars light? Let there be stars. Because without all those things, right? A lot of people think we live by the sun and you worship the sun god. Okay, now take away the trees then, nigga. You gonna die. Because you ain't got no oxygen. What you're feeding off of the sun is only partial of the reason why you are living. Right? Right. The Bible says, for we live by the day. Right? Because not just the sun, but light itself. Right? People out here worshiping the sun. People out here worshiping the moon. People out here worshiping the stars. Well, who's going to worship the person who made this shit? That's why I was a kingpin when I was a hustler. I don't like you middlemen. Where the boss at? Where the niggas supplying these packs, cuz? I'm trying to talk to them. I'm going to get the biggest deal out of that. Let me let you know. But by the time I come to deal with you, you're going to be looking at me like I am a star, nigga. Literally. Right? Like I am the light. That's how they do you. That's how they do you. But why? It's because I'm connected with the most high God. Connected to the source. Some issue you ain't choose to be connected with. You'd rather be connected to the stars, nigga. It's like if we was living in an electronic world and there was a so-called electronic God, all of you type of people are the people who are going to worship the surge protector versus the outlet. Like, yo, nigga, where the power coming from, dog? If I unplug this shit from the outlet, you know this shit don't work, right? It's an inanimate object. But through that source can program and power pretty much everything you know. And it's only coming from one source of power. But y'all rather respect the surge protector, right? People and things and entities and places that have no power. They're not really a source of energy connected to nothing, which is an idol now. And now you feel like you got to be connected with that inanimate object. You're saying you're just as much as valuable as that now, because that's where you're getting your source of power from. But God didn't make you to be an inanimate object. He made you to be able to increase his power, which is him. If you increase him, he's the only power that's going to really work for you in this world. If you don't want to get caught in the chambers, there's a whole nother dark side out there with other strange powers that these people think they know how to operate. You're trying to operate that. 93% of your genetic makeup is of light, not darkness. And now you just turned your lights out by operating through darkness. Now you know what you are to me? A zombie. And I could take you out of here a lot faster than the rest of these people that don't understand what the hell I'm talking about. Because they don't know this ish. Right? Alright. Because they ain't been equipped with that kind of knowledge. I have. Mind you, I told you. Different realms, different worlds. To me, it seemed like it's a different dream. I'm leaving out of this place, but I'm going to a whole nother real place. At the end of the day, dog, I don't know what this is, bro. I don't. Because in the Bible ain't never talked about other universes and this, that, and the third. So I don't know what to make of that. But all I can tell you is, man, they talk some ish, bro. The Lord Most High ain't never came to me and tell me, stop following this. I didn't give you that. This, nah. He got me connected for real. And when he got you connected for real, you think you just talking to him? Nah, nigga. You talking to a whole realms of him. Of people who believe in him and everything, dog. That's where you're going to get most of your information. How you think we got the Bible? Why you think he uses prophets and priests and pastors and all? Come on, bro. This world has become so diluted with his spirit. He got to get me to get the information from other places, for God's sakes. Because you niggas ain't got it. They do. You don't. I ain't have it. I got to go to sleep to find shit that I still got to connect on Google because none of y'all put this shit together yet. Exactly. Try to prove me wrong. I will bring up every piece of evidence from the CERN to the Bible and put it together for you, dog. And you can't tell me, my nigga, that I'm not on to something. That something ain't been on to me. Now, whatever it is, the source to all my dreams, all the rooms, all the information. He's been the orchestrator because he the one that put me in all the other different rooms where it ain't even people there. Where it's nothing but beautiful stuff, dog. I seen heaven. He let me see heaven. He let me see many of the heavens, right? I know. And I'm trying to stay cool. But I'm not going to lie on God, dog. I don't know if y'all had the opportunity for this type of shit. So, you got people who wish they could travel through a Stargate, my friend, right? When the Most High picks up my spirit, he put me wherever. Y'all can't get there through technology, bro. Y'all will never evolve to the point where they're ever gonna have that kind of technology, dog. To jump, right? I ain't doing it. I don't know how to do it. But once he put me in them certain rooms, I know how to jump once I'm in there because it's something inside me. It's in here. It's in here. I utilize how I go places in here. It's in my soul. And I know how to appear. I know how to appear. I know how to do it. I do it on the Most High. He could put me in class where he talking to me for half an hour. I told you about this before. And if I want to leave, if he want me to stay, I'm pretty sure he can have me locked in the chamber, nigga. But he gives me the freedom to vanish out of his face. I promise you, out of his presence. He gave me that. Why? I know why, but I don't want to say why. But he was able to show me how the saints move. Because if you are offered into his kingdom, in which only 144,000 of the chosen ones to be in the kingdom, that's the realest chosen you're gonna get on here. Everybody say they're chosen, but I seen about 1.4 billion people talking the same shit. It's only 144,000, nigga. How you moving through the realm? Right? Hey, that's all I want to say. How you moving? He's giving me the opportunity to even allow people to know if you got these kind of abilities, your chances of more than likely probably being a saint of one of the last being collected out here on this earth may be good. Because honestly, nobody in this universe even has the keys to move like that besides the angels, the saints, Jesus Christ, God himself. Even Satan can't move like that no more. Remember, they locked up. Remember, Jesus took the keys from them. The keys to what? The keys to the universe. To be able to do how I was able to do. Jump, nigga. Y'all think just this room is important. It ain't all about that if you ask me. Whatever God's got going on, and however many rooms he got, there's a destruction coming to many of them. And it's coming in different ways. And he's pouring his wrath out on all evil in all realms. All right? So don't think just because you know what I'm saying? You think that you're in a spiritual realm, that you're connected to another side of this world that nobody else. Nigga, a lot of y'all on the same page when it comes to that. Because when we talk about realms, nigga, it ain't just a spiritual, it's a whole nother place, cuz. A real realm. A real another universe. So let's talk about that spiritual realm. We want to talk about spiritual realm that we can't see. I have seen many realms, bro, that a lot of y'all can't see. And y'all just think that it's just one spiritual thing. The spiritual thing is here, cuz. The spiritual realm thing, it's inside you. It's in that 93%. We are in one of the many spiritual realms, cuz. We already in it. So it's not this nothing shit that you can't see. Everything you talking about, we can see, dog. Y'all think it's something that's just this on this other page and this wavelength. Nah, nigga, all the demons is right in your fucking face. They just took it over in a spiritual form. But it ain't in another room, nigga. It's right here, cuz. Right under your nose. So this spiritual battle we gotta fight, my nigga, it's right in your face, nigga. It's this. The actual battle that's for us in the physical, it is a spiritual battle. These are spirits going at war. The spirits you got in you and the spirit they got in them, they're at war. They get shit done physically when they take over hosts. Y'all just don't want to understand that. I'm trying to tell you because I'm a soldier and we're here to knock them off. So almost the end of the day now. How you think I'm supposed to talk? Come on, bro. You ain't just putting words in the air. Shit's gonna happen, nigga. You gotta make it happen. Faith without works is dead. You think a war with a spiritual realm gonna get the fucking job done, nigga? Wake up. I'm here to wake you up. Since you don't want to be woke. So from a soldier from other realms into this realm, this is the most spiritual world you ever gonna live in and you ever gonna have to deal with. So you're gonna have to deal with this shit physically, nigga, at the end of the day. I need you to hear me, man. I need y'all to hear me. Because we really gotta get out of that. This is just a spiritual function. When we're living out the spiritual realm. We're living it out. Heaven and everything. Everything in there that's heaven. Y'all gonna see how physical heaven is when it finally gets here and we finally live in forever. Physically. Remember? New body, nigga? There was a spiritual... No, a real new body, bro. Okay? Bodies that can live for eternal. It's not a spiritual body. Okay? It's not. It's actually a physical body. You still can eat. Okay? Yes. Still got your physical functions. For the most part. Not for the most part. What you're looking at is what you get. Forever. But it's just going to be without sin. And that's all it is. So, that's all it is. Till next time, it's your boy Don Illuminati. Peace. My love.
Ain't no war outside. I don't believe it though.